Welcome to our video where we'll explore the 10 most sensitive places to touch your guy to spark intimacy and drive him wild. Every relationship thrives on connection, and knowing these special touch points can bring you closer and strengthen your bond. From subtle caresses to more meaningful gestures, these tips are designed to help you discover his weak points and make him feel truly desired. Whether you're adding some spice to your relationship or simply showing affection, these touches can create unforgettable moments. Stick around to uncover the secrets to making your man feel extra special. 10. The lower abdomen. The lower abdomen, just above the hips, is a surprisingly sensitive area that often gets overlooked. For many men, this spot is incredibly responsive to touch and can ignite a deep sense of connection and anticipation. Paying attention to this area shows your care for the subtler ways of creating intimacy, and it's a delightful way to tease and captivate his senses. Start by lightly tracing your fingers across this area, using soft, almost feather-like touches. Keep the movement slow and intentional, allowing him to feel every delicate motion. You can even use the tips of your nails sparingly for a little extra sensation. This is a wonderful way to build anticipation, as each gentle touch stokes the flames of excitement. Adding soft kisses along the lower abdomen takes things to another level. The warmth of your breath and the tenderness of your lips on his skin can send electric sensations through his body, creating waves of pleasure. Alternate between kisses and brief pauses to keep him on edge, savoring every moment of your attention. This area is as much about emotional connection as it is about physical pleasure. By focusing on the lower abdomen, you're showing him that you're in tune with his body and that you treasure the intimate little nuances of your shared moments. It's a beautiful and loving way to drive him crazy in the best possible way. 9. The feet. While the feet might not be the first thing that comes to mind when thinking about sensitive spots, they are often an underestimated area brimming with nerve endings. Your guy's feet endure a lot of stress throughout the day, making them not only a zone of physical sensitivity, but a prime spot for relaxation and connection. A gentle and affectionate touch on his feet can make him feel cared for and cherished on a whole new level. Start with a soothing foot massage. Use your thumbs to apply light pressure and circular motions on the soles of his feet, gradually moving to his arches and heels. If you want to heighten the sensation, use warm massage oil or lotion to make the experience smoother and more indulgent. Pay special attention to the toes as they're full of sensitive points. Getting them involved adds a playful, intimate element. For an even more tender approach, run your fingers lightly over his feet as a form of touch that's both teasing and sweet. If you're feeling adventurous, a softness like feathers or the warm brush of your lips can create an entirely different sensory experience. Not only does focusing on his feet release tension, but it also shows a level of thoughtfulness that will deeply resonate with him. By tending to this often overlooked area, you create a moment of intimate care and connection that he won't forget anytime soon. 8. The scalp. Often overlooked, the scalp is one of the most sensitive and soothing areas to touch when it comes to intimate connection. Running your fingers gently through his hair or offering a calming head massage can evoke sensations of both relaxation and excitement. This area is rich in nerve endings, making it incredibly receptive to touch. A combination of gentle strokes and a light scratch over the scalp can create a perfect balance between comfort and exhilaration that leaves him captivated. To create an unforgettable experience, start with soft circular motions along the crown of his head and gradually work your way toward his temples and the nape of his neck. The key is to maintain a slow, affectionate rhythm that feels intentional and comforting. Adding a light scalp massage with your fingertips can be incredibly soothing after a long day, melting away any tension he may be carrying. For a more intimate twist, mix in gentle tugs on his hair or trail your fingers down toward his ears and neck, paying extra attention to how he responds. Every touch should feel caring and deliberate, showing both affection and desire. You can also incorporate scented oils for a truly sensual experience, layering the act with an element of indulgent care. When done with love, touching his scalp provides the ultimate combination of connection and arousal, making it a simple yet powerful way to show how much you care for him. Body and soul. 7. The lips. The lips are undeniably one of the most intimate and sensitive parts of the body, making them a powerful way to ignite passion and deepen connection. Kissing is often the first spark in any romantic encounter, setting the tone for closeness and affection. Your partner's lips are a gateway to expressing desire, love, and even playfulness, so don't be afraid to explore how much impact a well-placed kiss can have. Start with soft, lingering kisses and pay attention to how your partner responds. For something playful, try gentle nibbles on his lower lip or surprise him with a kiss at an unexpected moment like mid-conversation or when his attention is elsewhere. You can also tease his senses by kissing just the corners of his mouth and pulling away slightly, creating a sense of anticipation that will leave him wanting more. For deeper intimacy, combine kisses with the warmth of your touch. Cup his face in your hands, trail your fingers along his jawline, or hold the back of his neck as you lean in. A deep, slow kiss with intention can communicate emotions words cannot express. Don't rush. Take your time to savor the moment and engage his senses fully. The power of the lips lies not just in their tenderness, but in the way they create a connection that can speak volumes. By using kisses to express your passion and affection, you're likely to leave him completely captivated. 6. The back. The back is an often overlooked area that holds incredible potential for connection and pleasure. Both the upper and lower back are packed with sensitive nerve endings, making them ideal spots to explore. Massaging his back is not just about relaxation, it's about creating a sense of intimacy and trust. Use slow, deliberate movements to ease away tension, starting from the shoulders and working your way down. A gentle touch or even light scratches along his back can send shivers down his spine and awaken his senses in ways he may not expect. Focus on his upper back and shoulders to relieve built-up stress, as this is where many people carry the weight of their day. Apply soft pressure with your fingers or palms, creating a soothing rhythm that not only feels good, but makes him feel cared for. Then, shift your attention to his lower back, an area that is equally sensitive yet often ignored. A soft, teasing touch along this region can be incredibly exciting, as it bridges the gap between relaxation and arousal. Don't be afraid to mix in small, affectionate gestures, like a kiss on the nape of his neck or a whispered word as you work on his back. These seemingly small moments can make the experience even more memorable and meaningful. By focusing on his back, you're not just touching his body, you're creating a bond that communicates trust, affection, and desire all at once. 5. The hands. The hands are one of the most expressive and sensitive parts of the body, capable of both giving and receiving affection. By holding your partner's hand, stroking their palm, or gently massaging their fingers, you can create a strong emotional and physical bond that deepens intimacy. Hands are packed with nerve endings, making them a powerful site for sensory connection, and small, affectionate gestures can go a long way in expressing care and desire. Start by holding his hand in a relaxed yet intentional way, whether it's intertwining fingers during a romantic walk or placing a comforting hand on his when he's feeling stressed. These small actions communicate affection and grounding. For a more sensual touch, lightly trace the inside of his palm with your fingers or plant soft kisses along the knuckles. This level of focused attention can create an electrifying moment of closeness that builds emotional connection and trust. Massaging his hands is another wonderful way to stimulate intimacy and relaxation. Use slow, circular motions with your thumbs along his palms or gently knead the muscles around his fingers. This not only feels amazing, but also showcases your attentiveness to his needs. Such moments are perfect for fostering an atmosphere of tenderness and vulnerability, where meaningful connections flourish. By exploring the power of the hands, you'll discover how these small gestures can ignite deeper feelings of love and passion within your relationship. 4. The inner thighs. The inner thighs are an incredibly sensitive and often overlooked area on a man's body. This zone is rich with nerve endings, making it highly receptive to touch, which can create a sense of deep intimacy and excitement. The proximity of the inner thighs to more intimate areas naturally increases anticipation, heightening the sensitivity of the experience. To tease and build anticipation, start by lightly brushing your fingers or the backs of your hands along his inner thighs. Keep your movements slow and deliberate, allowing the sensation to linger. You can add a playful twist by alternating between gentle caresses and firmer touches to keep him guessing what comes next. Adding kisses or soft nibbles can enhance the experience, but always pay attention to his reactions and adjust accordingly. The key here is to take your time. The inner thighs work as a perfect area for prolonged teasing, building a sense of sweet suspense. Whispering playful or affectionate remarks during this moment can deepen emotional connection and make the experience even more personal. Remember, this is about creating a safe, affectionate, and electrifying dynamic that focuses not only on physical stimulation, but also on emotional intimacy. By exploring this sensitive zone, you can captivate his attention and make the moment something truly unforgettable. 3. The chest. The chest is one of the most underrated yet deeply sensitive areas on a man's body, making it the perfect spot to spark intimacy and connection. It's not just a zone of comfort, it can also be a gateway to incredible arousal when given the right attention. Start by softly running your fingers along his chest, grazing the skin with light, feather-like touches. This subtle action can awaken his senses and send tingles down his spine. Want to take it further? Massages here can work wonders. Use your hands to gently knead or caress his chest muscles, paying attention to spots like the sternum or even his collarbones. This not only relaxes him, but also builds a sense of closeness between you two. Slow, rhythmic movements can elevate the mood and encourage him to lean into the moment. Kisses on the chest are another surefire way to drive him wild. Whether it's a lingering kiss near his heart or soft pecks tracing along his pecs, this simple act adds an affectionate layer to your touch. If he's especially receptive, allow your lips to explore slowly, using varied pressure to keep things unpredictable and exciting. The great thing about focusing on his chest is that it's an intimate gesture that exudes both care and passion, showing him that you're tuned in to his needs while letting your emotional and physical connection intertwine seamlessly. 2. The ears. The ears are one of the most sensitive and overlooked areas when it comes to touch. With their delicate structure and close connection to nerve endings, they respond intensely to gentle touches, whispers, or soft kisses. Playing with this sensitivity can create an instant rush of excitement and anticipation for your partner. To heighten his sensory experience, lightly trace the outer edge of his ear with your fingertip or gently explore the area behind his ears. This spot is often underestimated, but it's incredibly receptive to intimate attention. Incorporating soft, warm breaths or whispers during these moments can amplify the sensation. Compliment him in a hushed tone or say something flirtatious. Your words combined with the vibration of your voice can send a shiver down his spine. If the moment calls for playfulness, gently nibble on his earlobe or tug it lightly. The mix of tenderness and a teasing approach can spark a deeper connection and keep the mood light and exciting. Pay attention to his reactions to gauge his preferences, as every individual is unique. His ears are not just a pathway to heightened physical pleasure, but also an opportunity to express affection, communicate in a private, intimate way, and foster closeness. Don't rush the interaction. Take your time to explore this sensitive area, and he'll savor the attention, feeling cared for and irresistibly drawn to you. 1. The neck. The neck is one of the most sensitive and intimate areas on a man's body, packed with nerve endings that make even the lightest touch electrifying. It's often overlooked, but holds immense potential to build anticipation and arouse deep emotions. The sides of the neck, just below the jawline, are particularly receptive to gentle caresses or kisses, while the nape can deliver waves of sensation when stroked or kissed with intention. To maximize pleasure, begin subtly. Brush your fingers lightly along the sides of his neck, perhaps as a sweet gesture while you're talking or cuddling. Gradually, you can introduce soft kisses, starting at the base of his neck and working your way up. Vary your pace and pressure. Alternate between gentle pecks and slow, lingering kisses. This variation will heighten sensitivity and keep him on edge. Whispering close to his ear can also add an extra layer of intimacy, as the warmth of your breath enhances the experience. If you want to drive him crazy, using your fingertips and nails to lightly trace his skin or gently massage his neck can be incredibly stimulating. For added intensity, incorporate a playful nibble or a passionate bite. Just ensure it's welcomed and doesn't leave unwanted marks unless desired. The key is to tune into his reactions and adjust your approach to what excites him most. A loving touch to his neck can create a deeper connection while awakening powerful sensations, making it an unparalleled starting point for affection. Final thoughts. Exploring these sensitive areas can open up a whole new level of intimacy and connection in your relationship. The key is to approach each touch with care, attentiveness, and a willingness to understand what excites your partner the most. Every man is unique, so be sure to communicate openly and pay attention to his reactions as you experiment. By focusing on these intimate spots, you're not just creating physical pleasure, you're building trust, strengthening your bond, and ensuring that your moments together are unforgettable.